I'm John David, one of the co-founders of the Southern Appalachian Labor School, which was founded 38 years ago to provide, you might say, worker education to folks who were underserved. West Virginia has always been basically a wage state, and the union jobs provided spending, and that is how the state kind of, operated for a long time. Now, with the union jobs in chemical, steel, glass, and coal going, into a different direction, people have resorted to, first of all, frailing around trying to go somewhere else. That didn't really work out too well. So it's a minimum wage, it's under the table, it's part-time. The economy itself has shrunk. Of course, the data that people use all the time, like unemployment rates, is really misleading, because if you have a job that pays minimum wage versus a job that paid union wage in the mines, it shows up as the same employment data. A big piece of our program is to deal with the fact that a lot of the folks, particularly young adults, have dropped out of school for various reasons. They are, people that we have a great deal of faith in that they can be somebody. They're at promise, not at risk, and basically we have focused a lot on trying to work with youth that need a GED or a high school diploma and other kinds of training that we can provide to move them forward.
Basically, as they're getting their GED, they also go through classes with us here at the school. They get certified in weatherization and green building. They get certified in first aid, building maintenance. Everything that we do here at SALS has some kind of training extension to it. By training the young people in the energy efficiency, since that is one of the main goals now of even the federal government, they have a marketable trade. They have experience, which every employer wants, and they can go out in the neighborhood and find jobs with these local agencies. Private contractors also are more into green building now. They can find a job. When they find a job here without relocating, it puts the money back in the local economy.
Housing was, of course, one of the areas that was very clearly a problem. Because West Virginia led the nation in home ownership, but many of the houses were company homes that were not built. Good way for energy efficiency, and also for heating and for plumbing, and for foundations weren't there, and etc. I mean, they were built out of good quality wood for sure, but they were primarily Jenny Lind type houses that were single wall, and all kinds of issues occurred as a consequence of that type of construction.
They were built really quick. They were not supposed to last 100 years. They were supposed to last for 5-10 years and be done with, but people, our economy never moved forward enough that people could afford to move from that homestead. And you have generation after generation that inherits a home, and that's all they have. That's their stability, and they're not going to leave it. And so our goal is to bring that up to today's standards on plumbing and wiring. We went in, there's been snakes in the walls, dirt floors, wiring wrapped around the house, no heat system, coal stove in the middle of the floor. But they've lived like that for a long time, and so we're able with the grants to go in and upgrade the home and make people safer, healthier, happier. If a child doesn't sleep very well at night because rodents are running all over the house, or there's no heat, there's not adequate lighting, then they don't do well in the education system either, because they're tired. They have health issues because of it. So housing has a lot to do with our community and the well-being of the people in the community.
And what I think the labor school does is it kind of makes the communities look better and help the people, so that we don't have all these houses that are so dilapidated and make the area look bad. And so I think, that's important.
This home was a donated home. It was in really, really, really deplorable shape. This was an add-on after the fact of everything else. It was cinder block on the front, just an open front porch, which the previous owners had built in to make an extra room. And what these fellows have done is taken the house completely back to the studs, re-insulated it, it's been rewired, they're putting a roof on it now. Any air sealing that needs done, they're going to be doing it. And this will be a new home, affordable housing for a low-income family.
It's just where like they help the community or whatnot, you know. I wanted to really get into that, you know, helping them, you know, and it really gives back to the community.
And we also have buildings like the one you see behind us. It was a former elementary school, which was a former high school years ago. It's been here since early 1900s, and it's convenient to downtown. We're just 2 blocks off of Main Street. Our dream was to take the first floor and make it an enterprise where people can start up businesses, small businesses locally at a fraction of what it would cost, you know, to do so elsewhere. We would like to house the veterans or homeless on the 3rd floor.
We're trying also to get historic tax credits and other kinds of tax incentives for folks, you know, through the low-income tax credit program, historic tax credit program, and other entities of that nature, where investors will, you know, get a big tax break if they work with us to help us improve the facility.
Well, like John said, it's really full circle, because once you go in, they meet our youth. There's relationship built between the organization, the youth in the organization, and people are more apt to go out and help their community once they feel safer and secure. So it really is a full circle. You know, we get them into the feeding programs that we offer and the education programs that we offer, and then the training that we do. It helps our community. I mean, it helps everybody in the community, really, not just those that need the help, but I mean, anybody that owns a house, as you upgrade homes and make their value better, then everybody's value goes up.
We build relationships in community. It creates a sense of pride, a sense of that, you know, there's something going on. In terms of tomorrow or the future, you know, we're talking about transition. You know, what are we going to do about after coal? What are we going to do about the economy that is transitioning into something else? Can we help folks themselves set up social enterprises? Can we help people themselves set up a time dollar program, so we set up a new currency where their time is respected as value, and that everybody is appreciated for what they can contribute, regardless if they have a degree? And in terms of community, I mean, these coal camps all were once thriving places. We can still come together as a viable economic entity to do good things for folks, because, you know, folks want to live here. It's their home. This is their place.